I'm out here. It's about the end of October. We're getting close to it. We've got quite a few things that we're still picking. Got a ton of okra still putting out. I've just picked some. I was a little behind, so some of them got a little big. Got the occasional carrot that's still trying to go. Tons of mustard. I tell you what, I am so happy I picked mustard. Got a bunch right here I'm gonna make into breakfast. Gonna let a bunch of it bolt, go to seed so we can stock up for next year. But these are still producing, as you can see. These flowers are super pretty. There's a ton of them still coming. Got our sad little peppers. We started too late with those. I'm thinking about potting them and see if they'll keep going into the winter a little bit. We still got peas coming in. Got a whole mess of them. We just harvested some corn. Got this guy ended up being, sorry about the light, ended up being pretty bloody tall. I'd say that's about 8 feet almost. The rest of them are down around 6-7 feet. Got a bunch of beans. Not a whole lot this year. Got broccoli still trying. Got real leggy this year. Got turnips, beets. A couple of them bolting. We'll let those go to seed. Still got tomatoes kicking. They're trying. Some of them are kind of sad and dead, but we still got some in here. Considering we started these late this year, we planted all of these in August. Spinach didn't really do much. Got a couple spring mixes. Those are still putting out. We're still eating those. Got a whole bunch of them. Do a whole lot more next year. Again, some more bolting that will focus. We'll end up harvesting the seeds off of that, see if we can do something with it. More tomato. Got the kids' garden. Gave them a little space. Gordon didn't have enough sunlight, so of course it didn't do much. But we got some cucumbers, some broccoli, and some spring mix that we're getting off of Audrey's. Some about ready to bolt. Still got a bunch of squash, although this year there was not enough water. So a lot of our squash, we still got some coming, but a lot of our squash and pumpkin didn't do that great. Some of them died on the vine before they were really ready. But we got a couple. I mean, here we are, October, I don't know what today is, 20th maybe. We still got pumpkins trying to do their thing. Still flowering, as you can see. A couple that are ripening on the vine. This one's still putting out. This thing went, what is that? That's probably a good 10 feet out of the squash boundary. It's alright, we'll let it go. We got some pumpkins sitting over here getting ready to pick. It's starting to turn. To be honest, I'm not entirely certain when we're supposed to pick that. If you guys know, I'll look it up on the amazing Google. But yeah, so I just went through and picked a bunch of what we had. Still got a bunch of okra, so I just picked this morning. Some a little bigger than I'd like. Still got tomatoes coming in, cucumbers. Got some dill there. I'm gonna go ahead and pickle some. We got more inside. Spaghetti and summer squash. Some acorn squash. Didn't get a lot of those. We planted like 10 plants over here, but they didn't do so hot. I think it was too hot when they were going to seed. But that's what we got. Still going. We still got a couple compost heaps over there that are, one's about ready, one's getting ready. Got a little work to do on the rabbit hutch, or I'm sorry, rabbit tractor. We had one escape out of the top holes. So note of advice to people who are going out to make one of these. That is called rabbit wire. Rabbits can get out of it. So these top squares, we had one jump through it. It's I think about 4x4. So I'm going to end up covering from here up to the top with something a little denser. I've got some extra material So we'll wrap that around it, zip tie it, whatever we got to do to protect that. Maybe give them a little more shade too. Chickens are all expectant. They think they're going to get something. I'll pick some of that mustard and give it to them so it doesn't go to waste.